Everyone has to win.
Nothing like this will ever happen again.
And a very warm welcome to court number 18. And in store for us this afternoon, Nicolas Mahut and John Isner.
Play.
This has been an absolute attritional slugfest.
Game, and just set this time.
Set. That's the set. It's the real shootout here on court number 18. So to a fifth set we go.
Due to darkness, play suspended.
A warm welcome once again to court number 18. So we are all square as we begin the fifth set. Match point. Can Isner capitalize?
Yes.
Officially, the longest match in history.
Oh, there it is. That sets up 2 more match points.
The numbers now really are mind-boggling. Started this game, it was in brilliant sunshine, not a shadow on the court. Now it's being played by the light of the moon. Well played. Oh, what a remarkable effort.
Sets up match point number 4.
Yes.
What a time to come up with ace number 95. This match is never going to end at this rate.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to darkness, play suspended.
Everyone wants to see the end, but they have to come back tomorrow.
We go into the third day of this first round encounter.
No matter who wins Wimbledon this year, this match will go down in history of the championships.
A ton of aces for John Isner. The eye is not on the show courts, as is custom, but here on court 18, taking in this historic encounter. Everybody wanting to watch this never-ending match. That is superb.
That sets up his 5th match point, and can he make it?
How will he cope with the enormity of this situation?
Isner. 3 sets to 2.
It is over. A sporting embrace between these two fantastic combatants. Because at long last, we have a winner.
We played the greatest match ever and the greatest place to play tennis.
The guy is an absolute warrior. To be able to, share this day with him was an absolute honor.
That match is still one of the most talked about matches in tennis history. How did they do it? 70-68. It was a superhuman effort of physicality and mentally so draining. Well, let's find out from the victor that day, John Isner, because I'm delighted to say he joins us from Texas. John, how do you look back at that 10 years on?
Well, Sue, first of all, thank you for having me on. The fact that it was 10 years ago to me is pretty amazing. It really only seems like 4 or 5 years ago. And a lot of people have said that as well on social media. You know, my friends, my family, they've all said, I can't believe that was 10 years ago. It seems like it's just so fresh in our minds, and it's definitely still fresh in my mind.
I was going to say, is it fresh in your mind? Because I'm not sure you probably knew anything about that 5th set, probably from about 20 all, did you?
No. I mean, when I've seen little highlights, I guess I was down at 68 all. I was down love 30 on my serve. I don't remember that at all, but I definitely remember that last game, and I, of course, remember that match point. And I certainly also remember the relief I felt when that match was finally over.
And when did you actually speak to Nico after that match? Did you speak to him straight away after the court, or did it happen a week later?
No, it wasn't straight away. I mean, we spoke on the court when they did that little ceremony about our match, but it probably wasn't till, I would say, the next day. Not many people know that he actually went out to play a doubles match after our match concluded, which is crazy.
But you two didn't really know each other than just nodding hello before you played that match. But now you've become great friends. It's almost a bond, isn't it? It's brought you together.
Definitely. I didn't know him from anyone really before that match, and we just didn't cross paths too much, and we're always, of course, cordial to each other. But after that match, we have forged an inseparable bond, because when you talk about myself, you're always going to talk about Nico for the rest of our lives. He's such an amazing guy. I've gotten to know his wife, his kid, his parents, everyone, and he's gotten to know the same thing for me. So he's one of the best guys on tour, and I consider myself lucky that both of us are still going strong right now, which is pretty cool also.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he said he'd love to come and play doubles with you here at Wimbledon just before he retires.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think I would love to do that as well. We have a shelf life, on our careers, and before we both hang up our rackets, I think that'd be pretty cool. Well,
we're here at Wimbledon. I can see your court from where I'm sitting here, and your plaque. I mean, not many people have a plaque at Wimbledon. That's pretty special.
I mean, in 200 years, that plaque's going to be there. So I think that's very, very cool. I walked, of course, not there this year. I'm very jealous of where you're sitting right now. The tournament should be going on, as we know, right now, and it's not. It looks beautiful behind you. So, look, hopefully we can get back there next year. But, I've walked past court 18 countless times since our encounter in 2010. And I don't really stop and look at the plaque, but I just know it's there, and it's very cool.
And how did life change for you? Because every news outlet, every morning show, your name, this match was on it. You were thrust into the spotlight, weren't you?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you never could have imagined that a first-round match would have so much notoriety. And I've also always said that the World Cup was going on at the same time, and our match was stealing headlines from the biggest sporting event in the world. So it's just crazy when, of course I lost my second round match. I got back to the States. I did a lot of shows and interviews and whatnot. And actually, Sue, in the immediate aftermath, it was a bit of a curse, because I answered and talked about that match for a long, long time, for, a few months after the match. And I was so exhausted, more mentally than anything. Physically, I was able to recover in time, maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, but mentally, I was so tired, and I really didn't enjoy talking about this match for a very long time.
Really? So then what did you feel when you woke up one morning 12 months later and saw the Wimbledon draw?
Yeah, that was, I remember I was in the Village, and I was listening to the draw on the radio, and whoever was calling out the matches before, because I think I was seated, and whoever said, it goes, before he drew the chip to whoever my opponent was going to be, he goes, "Can lightning strike twice?" And then sure enough, it did. I thought he was joking at first, and of course it was on the radio, so I couldn't see his face, and he wasn't joking. And I texted about 30 people to make sure that was for real. We weren't playing each other again in the first round, but it happened, and that was pretty crazy.